Alright, hi. My name is Katie and I am embarking on a little bit of a hair dye color correction sort of adventure tonight. I normally have dark ash blonde hair and I've never really dyed my hair before outside of using Manic Panic a few times when I was like 18, so I mean it's been a solid decade pretty much since I've done anything to my hair. But 4 weeks ago I dyed it what was labeled as cool chestnut brown or iced chocolate, which sounded pretty sassy. So when I did this, it turned purple black, and it was a really pretty purple black, so it was kind of like a shock to the system, but I didn't really mind. But now, 4 weeks later, it's kind of faded to a very reddish brown, and in the sunlight it is super, super red. Here you can't see it so well because this is the only truly neutral light in the house. It's a very garish hallway light, but all the other light in this house kind of throws a yellow cast. So anyway, I watched a few internet tutorials on how to sort of strip, pigment out of the hair and kind of get back to your natural color, because my natural color is a lot lighter than this, and I didn't want to end up with a big streak of blonde at the top and then, red all the way down. So one of the things that I read you could do was to mash up some vitamin C tablets with shampoo, apply the whole mixture to your hair, leave it on for about an hour, and that would take a lot of the extra pigment out that had been added with the previous dye. So the video tutorials that I watched mostly started with the after, as in the girl shows up and she's like, hey, look what I did to my hair. I'm not going to show you what it looked like before, but yeah, it worked. So I wanted to document the whole process in case it does work, in which case you can see and maybe it'll help you out in the future. Or, your girlfriend, best friend, sister, we know females. And if it doesn't work, I guess you just get to see me, looking sad with wet hair, so that's exciting too, right? Anyway, let's go in the bathroom and I'll show you my supplies. So I have them all laid out on the bathroom floor like a real pro. That is a joke. So in the bowl there's a mashed up paste of vitamin C tablets, which you can see in the background, with a little touch of raspberry seltzer water for flavor and class, And here we have some hair dyeing supplies to try and take it back to a normal, medium ash blonde for me. So the developer hair dye, like a toning shampoo and a little bottle, and all the junk so I don't get hair dye everywhere as I am wont to do. So yeah. So anyway, back out in the hallway, and we'll get one more look at the color and see, what we're working with here. See that red? That's pretty red. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit, and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, so I would call this attempt here a success. It's a lot lighter. There's still quite a bit of red in it, but dare I say it, it's kind of faded into more of a pinky or kind of an orangey tone. Especially on the sides, you can tell I got some of that ash color back, sort of my natural tone. The red definitely isn't quite as prominent. You can really see that's my color up there in the little frizz ball that is my bangs. But yeah, I don't know, I'm pleased with how much it lightened. I actually kind of like the color, but I figure since I have embarked on this little mission, I might as well follow through with it. So yeah, on to the dyeing, and I'll check in with you again and let you know if the medium ash blonde actually plays out, or if I still get this little, like, carrot top thing going on. I don't know. But anyway, the process was fun, in that I got to just chill for an hour and paint my nails badly and have a pint of ice cream, so pretty good. So I'll be back after the dye. So, as you can see, I have hair dye happening, and I'm encouraged because it looks, light brown, dark blonde, and not orange or purple or green or, all of those colors at once, which I thought might have been a possibility just because, hair dye magic is, a girl magic that I didn't learn. So, yeah, so another 20 minutes and we will see how this actually turns out. But in the meantime, the real reason for this section of the video is I want to share with you my awesome, super nifty, shiny black cape that came with my hair dyeing accoutrement. And, just in the spirit of having seen Dark Knight Rises a few days ago, as many of you probably also have. You know, awesome bat cape, pretty cool while you're dyeing your hair. That's all. Okay, so here we are, and this is the final result after having dyed it. And as you can see, it doesn't look a whole lot different from the last time we checked in. It is a little bit less red, which is good. When I do that, it looks a lot less red. But you can see basically the same color. The sides are kind of lining up a little bit, and definitely a little bit more of that ash tone in there. So I figure it's about a third of the way there, and maybe if I do this, you know, maybe not exactly the whole process, but do this a couple more times over the next few months, I might get it to a place where it's at least a pretty even grow out. You can see my roots aren't quite as obvious, so all in all, I'd say it was fairly successful. I don't know if it was worth the 20 bucks for materials entirely, but yeah, it was worth a shot. So summary, I'd say the vitamin C trick worked pretty well. You might want to do it 2 or 3 times before you try dyeing your hair, because I think it would really take a lot of the dye out then and really help with that change. But yeah, the hair dye, that was just me, and sometimes my hair doesn't pick up on color the way I want it to anyway. So yeah, hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thanks!